Hey guys, it's Stafari again. I'm back at it again. And today we're talking about how you can avoid fatigue. Wow. First stutter of the day. Fatigue to make your product stand out on the market. So the problem here is the oversaturation, right? So the interesting approach with many business ads is that they use a similar approach to their competition or refuse to acknowledge their market through research, right? So if you scroll through Facebook ads or Facebook ad library, you'll see that a lot of business ads look the same, like creative wise, writing wise, how they sell, right? So there's not really anything that's standing out, and it makes sense why when ads are like that, the ads become a commodity, right? And the ads become the same, so there's nobody who's really winning out and standing out in the market, except for maybe a select few businesses that are already bigger than the competition. And the ads just don't work, right? A lot of the Facebook ads in the Facebook ad library, they just you can tell they're not working because they either stopped running a long time ago, or they just keep trying the same thing, and you don't see any engagement there, or any really customer reviews on the Facebook page that they have. So it's just things like that. It just shows that the current approach is not working, right? So here's the thing. Market research is more than just looking at your competitors' ads. It's understanding the mindset behind your customer and being empathetic enough to see where they are at, to be able to say with your ads that you see them and that you're there for them, right? Or that's how, at least how I think about it. Right, so how do you create empathy in your ads? First, you understand the pains behind your customers' needs. Let's give an example, right? Say you are selling, that's stutter number two. Say you are selling gut health supplements. Your customers will not resonate with this statement in your ads. If your stool looks like X diagram, your bowels are in trouble. Click here for our gut health product to fix your stool. But they will relate to something like this. Your constipation makes you vit. Stutter number three. Your constipation makes you miss valuable moments in your life. Imagine it's dinner time with your family, but your stomach pains you from the moment you wake up until past dinner time. You can't even eat because you know your stomach will reject the food. Knock, knock, knock. Are you okay in there? People do this when you're in the bathroom for too long. It's time the supplement to fix your gut health knocks at your bathroom door. Click here, right? Something like that is like a real pain. You know, we've all been there. We've all been there. You're in the bathroom for way too long. Something's going on with your stomach. You ate something bad. You drank something bad, right? And it just hurts. Now imagine your life is like that for like more than a week, more than 2 weeks, right? There's something wrong, right? So people relate to this. They don't relate to this. Now, the difference that makes you stand out in the market is your message, right? And that's what attracts people to what you're selling, right? Because everyone in your market wants to solve the same problem, right? So if everybody is solving the same problem, everybody becomes the same thing, right? And everybody is the same value until somebody says, hey, I'm going to do this in this way, and it's either different or better way, right? And the person who does it easier or faster or bigger, they're doing it in a better way. And the person who says, oh, forget about all that bigger better stuff, we're doing it for this complete different reason that does XYZ, so that you get a different result than these bigger better people, right? So it's like, okay, let's go with this different person, right? Because these people are just like in a better arm wrestle match, however you want to say that, right? And yeah, so solving a problem in a different way is how you stand out with ads, right? Just like how we demonstrated above. Now, here's how a customer journey looks from, this could be throughout your funnel. You can probably even do this with a set of ads if you just retarget them to the same people. But it'll start with awareness stage, right? So the journey begins when a potential customer becomes aware of a need or problem they want to solve. Right? At this stage, they want information and solutions to their problems. Then the customer starts the research phase. They become aware of your brand, They start researching and looking at other options. They compare your products and services to other people's, right? They read reviews, they look at recommendations, they ask their family, their grandma, their mom. They're trying to see what's going on, right? And now they have the evaluation decision. So the customer will narrow down their options and decide which product or service best meets their needs, right? So they'll look at the price, they'll look at the quality, they'll look at if the color looks good, right? Is their favorite color blue or purple, right? These are very important things to consider, right? So they'll seek input from friends, family, or maybe even communities. This is why people say to go on Reddit and Quora to do market research, because that's where you'll find the most important questions and how people seek input when they're making decisions. All right. So next, what they'll do is they'll buy something, right? So they'll buy it in the store or online, right? And the ease there is what impacts if they're satisfied, right? So if you have an ad, right? Let's say you have an ad and it goes straight to a buying page, right? And there's no warming up or any of that stuff. This is something I learned the hard way, right? If you have an ad and it goes straight to a buying page, if it's easy to invest a certain amount of money on what you're selling right after they click on the ad, that's an easy sell. But if it's something like a $200+ product, they have to go through all of these, right? And you can bring the customer through all of these after your ad by making some type of funnel or email campaign, lead magnet, whatever you want to do. But to go from this straight to trying to sell a bundle here is just not gonna work. Like, you have an ad and you're trying to sell them on a 4 supplement bundle that costs $199. Like, bruh, no, it's not gonna do it. All right. So now they have the post purchase experience, right? And there's customer support, all that good stuff, right? And then if it's good, it can lead to repeat business, right? Then you have loyalty. If they like your brand, they like what you stand for, they keep buying, right? There's feedback, retention, right? We all know what that is. Referrals, and then they tell their friends, right? And then they may lose interest at some point if they don't need the product anymore. And this is where you bring it back to step 1. Now, the reason why we went through that whole 10-step process is because you can lead customers through this journey with storytelling, right? Especially from an ad, right? So the ad could start off with a, customer awareness, right? You just say, you bring up a character, you introduce a problem, right? And you spark curiosity. Then you bring them into your lead magnet with a hook, right? You have these different challenges they have to find out more about, right? To research about, right? Remember how they gain information on what the product, and you give them the information that they would be reaching about, right? Through a lead magnet, right? This is, now that they're in the lead magnet, they're into your email funnel, or however you want to go about it, right? Maybe it's a retargeting ad, right? Or maybe it's just all of your website, just on one sales page, just going through each of these steps, right? And the next part of the story is they have a journey and they embark on this journey to address their problem, right? And you have different options or paths. Like, they would consider, you could bring up your own competition, right? Because sales is really an argument if you think about it. But you could bring out your competition and be like, okay, these are your other options, and here's why you should continue to be with us, right? You guys are smart, you know what to do, right? And now you have the conflict and the obstacles, right? Now you introduce obstacles and you reflect, real world obstacles that customers might face, right? So this is when they decide to take on the pain. Okay, that sounds bad. This is when they decide to invest in your product, right? The reason why I said take on the pain is because there's somebody said something about something called buyer's remorse. So yeah, there's that. Right, let's move on. Then you have the climax, right? The protagonist or the main character, they buy, right? And then they have the moment after they buy, which is the post-purchase experience, right? So you could talk about, how testimonials of other people that went through the decision, right? Things of that nature, right? Especially for a product, this works. This can work well, right? Now there's a resolution, right? Their life changes. They overcame the challenge. Now they wanna keep going with the journey and really make the best use of the product, right? So now more in the transformation. The transformation has a story because they don't just get a product and immediately transform. It's like they have to use the product too. So you keep talking about how they use the product, how that led to transformation. Then they reflect on their transformation, right? They keep using their brand because it keeps helping them with problems, right? Then there's if we go back, it's maybe not amplification is not a really good word, but referrals, right? So they tell other people with the problem. They tell other people with the problem how they solve their problem, and then that's more business. And then at some point, the problem is solved. They made use of the product, and now maybe you upsell them onto something else. All right. So thank you for sitting through this long video, and have a great day. Oh! I can't believe we stopped at 3 stutters. That is amazing. That's a new record.